Hello Virgo, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your September 2024 mid-month general reading. So we're looking at the last half of September, the second half of September 2024, and this reading is for you, the Earth sign of Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This video is for you, and cross-watchers, if you're cross-watching for Virgo, this video is relevant as well. I hope all of you are doing well. Thank you so much for being part of the blessing of being able to be here and do this. So thank you for taking the time to be here. So Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, second half of September 2024. If you know any or all of your sign placements, whether you're a Virgo or whether you're cross-watching, watch those as well. You know, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. It can be helpful in bringing in additional insight and perspective. It's a general reading. It may resonate a little differently for everyone. Take what resonates, leave the rest. But if something really does hit home, if it really does resonate with you and you'd like to take a deeper look at it, reach out for a personal reading with me for yourself or perhaps as a gift for someone else, or you simply like the reading style. If you're interested, email me at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. You can see that contact info by clicking the description of this video. I'd love to hear from you, and I can usually get back to you pretty quickly, same day or within 24 hours with more information. I do offer a wide variety of reading options in all areas of life, different types, lengths, costs, styles, spreads. I've tried to include something in there for everyone, and I'm pretty diligent and pretty focused on the timely scheduling of personal readings. So if you're interested, email me. Okay, Virgo, second half of September 2024. Let's see what it's bringing in for you. For those of you who like to know, I am using the Royal Deluxe Tarot and clarifying with one of the Gilded Tarot decks. Okay, Virgo. We begin with the Devil. Some obsessive energy there. And the Four of Wands. Home, family celebrations, reunions, marriage. That's what the obsessive energy is about. Next we have the Five of Wands, some conflict, internal conflict within yourself, conflict perhaps with other people. The Two of Swords, a tough decision. And one that's going to have to be made by balancing your intellectual energy, you basically head and heart here. There's a balance of intuition, but it's going to have to be made internally. Next we have Death. So endings and transformations, change. With the Ten of Cups, the other happy home card, happily ever after, where you finally feel like all the pieces have fallen into place. Interesting, the energy we have that looks like the focus is something to do with home and family. Some of you, it might be that there is an unhealthy home atmosphere and you're wanting to leave it, or some of you are just focused on either leaving home or returning home. And it may be a combination of both. It may be that you're not home in terms of where you come from, your family. It may be that you're living somewhere else or you're in another place that has been your home. And I mean, there's almost an obsessive level of focus on returning back to where you come from or where you feel is your home for some of you. Some of you, it's an obsessive. The obsessive energy is all focused around home, family, friends, perhaps roots of origin or where you come from. Because this is a general reading, some of you, it might be leaving a place because it's done. Or some of you, it might be, you know, returning home. Some of you, it might be a combination of all of those things, or, you know. It feels like it's a really tough decision here. It feels like there's conflict not only within yourself, but with another person or perhaps a community of some kind. But there's this really focused, like almost obsessive energy about it. Overall energy and focus for the second half of September, Virgo, is strength, which is about facing all of that, facing your fears, your doubts, your insecurities, embracing them, walking through them. Accepting responsibility for yourself as well. Let's take a look at that overall energy of strength. The Four of Wands again. The Fool. Strong sense of travel. If you're wanting to go somewhere where there's friends, family, home, or returning somewhere, it feels like there's travel for a variety of you. Some of you, it may be even a large distance of travel. The Chariot. The Chariot is success on a path that requires perseverance and determination in order to succeed, because there may be a lot of moving parts to it. There may be challenges. There may be a lot that's involved in actually getting to the point where you can go or do this. Some of you, it might be marriage. You're focused on a particular person. Let's take a look at this Devil and the Four of Wands. We have Judgment, significant life-changing decisions. The Devil, again, boy, this obsessive energy is very strong. The Eight of Cups and the Six of Wands. So this is, victory and leaving. This is leaving something behind which maybe has run its course, or it's turned out to be different than what you thought. There's a feeling of wanting to be back where you're known, where you're recognized. Let's take a look at that Five of Wands, Two of Swords. The Hierophant. It might be leaving a job, a company, a community, a church, a religion, or a specific person that's been quite significant and important to you. The Three of Swords. Heartache, heartbreak, breakup, separation, or estrangement. It feels like this is a person, a particular person that you've been with. It might not be like a romantic connection, but a very close connection nonetheless. We have the Five of Wands again, lots of conflict. There's a fair amount of emotional pain and disappointment here, and it might be on both sides. The Nine of Swords, stress, anxiety, fear of an unknown future. How is this going to work out? How is this person going to deal with things once I'm gone? They might be an older person. It's a tough choice. There's a lot of conflict around it. Let's take a look at Death and the Ten of Cups. It's interesting because I have this feeling that a lot of you are leaving a place that has been your home or wanting to, like badly wanting to, and returning to a place that also is your home, but returning to a place where you feel more rooted, like your origin, where you come from. It could be from childhood or just, it's like you're leaving one home to go back to the older home or the roots, right? But you're having to leave people, places, behind, and there's conflict about that. About some of you, it may be, are they going to be okay when I leave? How's it going to work out? It might be causing tension right now between you and your relationships. Death and the Ten of Cups. We have the Five of Swords and the World. A lot of travel for some of you, of course, makes sense if you're leaving one place to go to another place. Some of you, it's international travel. Then there's a sense of real determination to do this. It's just a matter of time. The Sun and the Star, because you're returning back where you feel you belong, where the place that you can, it kind of feels like you've been on some kind of journey. Well, we've all been on some kind of journey, right? But it feels like you've been on a particularly focused journey. Like you went to this place that you have been in or living in, and you made your home, not the home that you come from, but your home nonetheless. Maybe you put a lot of work and dedication into it. But it feels like you've come to a crossroads here. And some of you may be questioning whether you're headed in the right direction or not. It may be that you feel you need to return to your more rooted home. Maybe that's where friends and family are. And it may be because that's where you feel you belong, or it may be just that this longing, this obsessive longing, is to return there because that's where you're going to get perhaps a bit more perspective on what the next stage of your life is at. Advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit for Virgo. The Hermit and the Seven of Pentacles. This is a card that, it's about taking a step back to reflect. Again, it looks like a situation that you've put a lot of investment in, but it feels like you're at a crossroads, or you've hit a wall, and you're questioning, you're looking at what you have to gain, what you have to lose, everything you've worked for, and perhaps asking yourself if you're headed in the right direction. Because this person in the Seven of Pentacles, they've put a lot of effort into this crop, and now they're asking themselves, okay, here's what I've got so far. Does it justify the work I went into it? Am I content with it being as it is? Do I want to grow it further here? Or should I take what I can and move on to something else, something new? Again, a sense of contemplation. The Nine of Cups, your true joy and fulfillment. It's like, okay, is this where I want to continue going? Is this still my joy and happiness, or do I need to look in another direction? Both the Hermit and the Knight of Pentacles, or Earth here, suggests that, you need to, if possible, maybe slow the roll on that Devil energy, and take your time to do it, and make sure that you don't do it in a way that burns bridges or that you regret. Because the Knight of Pentacles is the more reliable of all the four knights. He moves a bit slower than the other ones do, but that's because he's conscious, he's conscientious, he's detail-oriented, he's cautious, he makes sure every step he takes is in the right direction. So there's a sense of maybe not trying to throw yourself at this or try and bowl through too quickly, or overlook things in this haste to return. Because it feels like there's more than just you involved here too, and that has to be considered. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, Virgo. Those are your messages for the second half of September 2024. I hope they were useful. I hope they gave you, something to reflect on, something to chew on. If they did resonate and you'd like to maybe pull the curtain back on it and take a deeper look, reach out for a personal reading with me for yourself, or perhaps as a gift for someone else, or you simply enjoy the reading style. If you're interested in that, please email me, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. Again, you can get that contact information by clicking the description of this video. I would be delighted to hear from you, and even more so, to work with you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the next set of readings. Until then, stay well, stay safe. Hope to see you back here again soon, and I hope to hear from some of you as well. Take care. Bye-bye.